Good morning, everybody. The sun is rising in Ocean City, Maryland on day 2 of the World Carving Championships. And today I'll do a little slower walk around with more detailed looks at some of the entries. This is the World Shooting Rig category. And again, I want to say I'm not going to be able to hit every entry in the entire show. The show is big, so I'm going to just kind of casually walk through today, show you some more close-ups. And this is the Shorebird shooting rig. They'll be judged out in the bay, and they're judged on how they project from a distance, how they handle the waves, how they look in natural conditions. And I'm just gonna scan through the entries so you can take a look and not talk my way through this entire video. The shooting rig entries were judged on Friday, but they don't announce any results of the contest until Saturday evening at the awards ceremony. That's for the World Championship categories. There are 6 of those. And so everybody is on pins and needles waiting to see who won the World Championship, who got second and third. And it's part of the excitement of the show is anticipating those World Championship announcements on Saturday. Okay, those were all of the entries in the World Rig category, and now we'll move outside. There's a little bit of judging going on in the single working decoy competition. It took quite a while on Friday to judge the working decoys. There were so many working decoys, they pushed the judging of the single decoy into Saturday to finish that up. The weather looked like it was going to be fine, and so they're outside again with the judges finishing up that single decoy category. Now we're moving back inside. This is the decorative life-size world carving category, and these have to be life-size and full-blown decorative detail to the highest level of the artist's ability. You can see some beautiful, intricate work on this entry. On all of these entries, actually. And again, I'm not going to talk my way through this. I'll just let you take a look at the entries. And once again, I'm not hitting every carving in the entire show. So if I missed your carving, I apologize in advance. Just trying to give people a flavor for those that can't attend the show of the level of quality of the work that's being displayed at the World Carving Championships.
Good. Okay, we'll do. I'm gonna find something that I got from you.
Yeah, no, it's amazing.
They both struggling like all of us. They're not. They're doing
Going to move on now to the World Decorative Miniature Wildfowl category, another World Championship category, and just give you a view of, again, some of those entries in that category. These are miniature, obviously, and amazing level of detail and artistry in this category. You have to convey things in a small scale, which can be a real challenge in terms of carving and painting details on this size of carving. I'm going to move over to the master's level decorative floating waterfowl. You can see some of the judging has been done, and these were the top 3 birds in that category. Moving on to some other decorative categories. I'm not going to take the time to try to list all of the category names and the specifics. Again, I'm just trying to give you a sampling, especially for those who have never been to the World Carving Championships, just to give you a feel for the amazing artistry in the carvings that you'll see there.
What?
I like this spectator's enthusiasm, and it was fun to see him talking about the carvings and being excited about everything he was seeing. Who knows, maybe a future world champion there. Moving on to the World Decorative Pairs, and this year, instead of a pair, it's a single Canada goose. The Canada geese are so large and there's so much work involved in a decorative bird of this size that they just make it a single bird instead of a pair. So I'm just walking you around the entry table here. Some amazing work. And I'll just stop talking and let you look.
Crazy. It's crazy.
Still Herbert.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tom.
No.
No. Over there, I'll show you.
Now I've moved over to the World Interpretive category, and you can see these are not meant to be highly detailed, highly painted entries. These are artistic interpretations on a wildfowl theme, and some beautiful work. A lot of natural wood entries in this category. The artist told me that this is carved from a single piece of oak, and it was a tree that was cut down just recently, and that all is carved from a single piece. Pretty amazing. Moving on to some more decorative carved entries. Different categories here, but I just wanted to give you some close-ups of this work. Some pretty amazing artistry. Moving over to some more Masters miniature category. Beautiful work. Now this is the World Single Decoy category. This is a new category last year. The species was Brant. This year it's a Drake wood duck. Everybody has to carve a Drake wood duck, but these are meant to be simple gunning decoys. So not a ton of detail in the paint or carving. They have to be sturdy. They're judged out on the bay for how they project the essence of the species, how they handle the waves, how they look under natural conditions. I'll just scan through these entries. Really pleased to see that. I believe there were 21 entries in this relatively new world category where you all go head to head on the same species, and very competitive. Now I'm moving over to the palm frond category. All of these carvings are made from date palm stems. That's the raw material that has to be used to create your piece, and you have to maintain the shape of the frond so that the judges can tell clearly it is a palm frond. But the artistry in this category is incredible. You have to use a lot of imagination and again maintain the shape of the frond while conveying the essence of the species of whatever you're trying to portray. This category started in California, I believe, because they used to make working decoys out of palm fronds. It's a very lightweight material, so really interesting category. Now we're moving into some novice level decorative birds. I'll just take a scan through some of these. Again, the judging is complete on some of these non-world categories, so you'll see ribbons on some of these entries as I walk through. Here's a table of donations that people have made to help raise funds. There's going to be an online auction later, and you can contact the Ward Foundation to get details on that. I'm not going to try to cover all of that here, but I just wanted to give you a scan through of the carvings that were donated for fundraising this year. Moving over to the Masters Interpretive category. Again, a lot of use of natural wood. Detail doesn't win the day in these categories. It's more about shape, form, artistry, composition, using the natural wood finish to convey the essence of the species of wildfowl that you're portraying. Really creative category, not a lot of rules, open for expression of all different types. Moving over to the Shorebird category. There's some beautiful artistry on that piece, and that was the best of show piece. This was second best of show. Again, the judging had been completed on this category when I did the filming, and there's third best of show. I'll just scan through kind of quickly some of the other entries in the Shorebird category. Now I'm going to move over to the youth categories and just give you a view of some of our younger carvers' entries. And I won't provide a lot of running description here of what you see. I just wanted to make sure they get highlighted in the video. This is the future of carving, so we want to make sure they get represented. There's some fantastic pieces by our youngsters in this category. This is moving into the waterfowl portion of the youth category. And you can see the judging has already been done in the youth category, so you'll see ribbons on these entries. Some beautiful work. More youth category carvings here. There are quite a few entries, and some of these are mailed in. Some of these the young carvers were at the show. Here's the youth gunning decoy category, ages 15 through 17. Great looking black duck there. Nice ruddy. And a great looking ringneck drake. He's hiding behind all of his ribbons there. Congratulations to all those young carvers out there that won ribbons, and for those of you that participated, I think that's awesome. I hope you enjoy carving like I do. Here's just a quick sampling of some more novice level carvings, various categories. There's a loon with a moving head. Somebody got innovative there. I hope in this video you can see there are a ton of entries at the show, and it's really hard to represent all of that in a short video. But I'm hoping that seeing this will encourage other carvers out there or people that might want to visit the World Carving Championships. It is really worthwhile and one of a kind event. Here's another area of decorative carvings, various types and species. You can see some great composition going on there. Beautiful work. Here's another category. These are in a display case, so I hope you can get some views of the beautiful miniature carvings. This is champagne. They call it the champagne category, where there are certain size restrictions, but just amazing artistry in these small champagne waterfowl and decorative carvings. Here's some intermediate level waterfowl decorative carvings. I'll just scan down this table. These are people that have moved up from the novice level and compete in the intermediate category before they move, if they want to the open level category in the future. Moving on to a different area. Again, I'm not going to provide labels for all of these, but show you the birds on the table. Another area with some miniature carvings again. I've done some miniature work, and it's really challenging to work in that small scale, but it's also a lot of fun.
Are they all the way?
Here's some of the best of show birds in that particular category.
Sounds good.
Beautiful little carving. There's an interpretive piece. Now we're going intermediate level decorative floating waterfowl. Just pause at a few of these carvings. This is advanced level decorative floating waterfowl. Here's the contemporary decoy champion category. Some really strong birds in that category.
Or simplification or after simplification. Because it's real touristy that way. Yeah, it's May, September. September might be better because it's more
Now we're over at the Gunning Pairs Champion category. Show you first, second, and third best of show here. And this is the Gunning Pairs best of show birds. Here's Mr. Kurt Fabre with his beautiful bald eagle. And here's some of the winning single decoy birds, working birds. And some of the entries in the advanced decorative life-size waterfowl category. And then on into some other decorative categories. You can see there are a lot of nice entries in this category. This table was really full of beautiful carvings.
Oh, yeah. So it's out of our way because Google still takes us back up towards Syracuse. Yeah. With cross, but I gotta get it there. It's like, I'm not gonna want to ship it to Thank you.
There's a few more entries in the interpretive category. And then some additional miniature decorative birds. On into more decorative birds. These are the advanced decorative wildfowl. And I believe this was best of show in the advanced decorative wildfowl. It's a beautiful piece. Okay, I'm going to call that a wrap on this video of the second day of the World Carving Championships. I'll have one more segment which will include some of Saturday night's award ceremonies. And I'll also do a Sunday walk around so you can see close-ups of the winning birds in some of the categories.